Hey kids, it's your mom here, and this is a series that I call Sons and Adulthood, where I help you celebrate and navigate your young adulthood as you grow older. It says in Romans 8 verse 19 that the world is groaning for the manifestations of the sons and daughters of God. That means that it is a disservice to God to not allow your light to shine. So walk with me as I walk with God, and I hope you learn a thing or two as I am becoming the woman that you'll one day call your mom. And also, if you're not my kid, you're welcome here too, because young adulthood is new to a lot of people and life can be scary sometimes, but we have each other. We're not alone, and that's the biggest lesson that I want to give my kids. I love you. Overconsumption. Let's talk about hamster wheels, and let me make clear, I'm never getting you guys a hamster, okay? First of all, the whole nature of them is to make the hamster think that it's moving, when in reality it's staying in one place. It's stagnant, and it's not only stagnant, but it's exerting energy. Think about that in the same way that you think of overconsumption, and I'm kind of speaking more so in the sense of with media, but just in general, just overconsumption. You're filling yourself up with things that aren't actually going to help you be more creative or help you just in everyday life. You are just consuming and consuming and consuming. You guys know that it says in the Bible that out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. But if the things that you're filling your heart with have no value, what you're speaking is not going to have value. And we know the importance of words as well, because we know in Genesis that God created this whole earth, everything that you're seeing, through his words. Media with no value means that your overflow is going to have no value, which means that the things that you create will lack value. We get stuck in cycles to the point where it becomes a way that we cope, and that's not okay. And as your mom, I don't want to see you falling into that. And you wonder why you're uninspired. You know, you're running around in this hamster wheel thinking that you're getting somewhere. But when the door is finally open, when the cage is finally open and you have the chance to go, you've exerted all your energy. This is why when you get these opportunities, you don't know what to do with them, because there's nothing creative left. It's similar to the story of the talents, where God says that, basically, if we don't use our talents, God is going to take them away. If you don't keep practicing creative ways to solve problems, or creative ways to live your life, or creative ways to create things, or to make something out of nothing in the same way that God did and God has called you to, like look what's in your hands type thing, if you stop doing that, then it's going to seep out of you. Like, you're going to forget how to form these unique ideas. And if you keep doing this, whether it's media or not media, you're gonna get an opportunity and you're gonna be staring at it, jaws to the floor, wondering why you have no strength to run through that door. It's because all of your energy has been exerted on things that are not actually serving you whatsoever. And baby, even if you're not doing a creative subject, if you're a surgeon or if you're a lawyer, you need to still find creative ways to problem solve. You need to still have this sense of creativity about you, and you cannot do that if you're filling yourself with things that are uninspired. And hey, I'm not the type of mom that's gonna be like,
oh, do what I say, not what I do.
So I'm talking to myself as well. But it's like, even the whole idea of AI and like ChatGPT, I don't know what it's gonna be like when you guys are watching this at your age, but the dependency on it, it's not good. And it's not wise. To depend on AI, or to depend on your favorite creative people, or to depend on this person, that person, that person, it's not gonna work out for you. And in the same breath, I wanna remind you that there is nothing new under the sun, but God can show you a new way at which you can present that thing. Overconsumption does not help creativity. I'm not trying to raise no kids that do not want to do anything because the internet's done it for them, or because, AI can do it for them. You need to have a mind of your own. And if you don't use it, you're going to lose it, yeah? You know that I love you. I want you to be great. I want what's best for you. But you're never going to get to the place that God has called you to be if you are limiting yourself by filling your mind with finished products that are just overwhelming you and that are not helping you and are not actually unique to you and to what you need and to what the people that you're actually trying to connect with need. Even the whole idea of creativity itself, right? And us meeting the creator in order to be inspired, or in order to be given an assignment that we can walk out. That whole idea, your mind's just going to be so overwhelmed and so full of things if you're just constantly scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It happens to me so much where I'm trying to figure out something, or I'm trying to make something out of something I've been inspired by. But it's just like my mind is just so busy because I haven't given myself that time to be drawn away from the rest of the world. And everything's just running all at once. And I'm not able to zero in and create a product. I do not want that for you. Like, your mom is like mad preachy. I don't mean to do that. But it's like, I just care about you. And right now I'm 19. I don't know how old you guys are watching this. But it's like, there's no time to waste. if you're watching this and understanding this, you're not a baby. You can give yourself parameters for what you're going to allow and what you're not going to allow. A good rule of thumb that I've kind of started moving by is like, you need to be creating more than you're consuming. Anything else, it's a slippery slope. You're going to start losing the true essence of yourself. You're going to start feeling more and more uninspired as the days go on. And you're going to start losing the will to actually take that step in creating things. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet since it's like the first episode, but I want to remind you that you are not alone in this world at any point. I know that young adulthood can be scary, but there's a lot of people going through it as well. Like, you're not by yourself. I love you. Your dad, whoever he is, loves you, but more importantly, God loves you. And we are all so proud of you. Talk to you later. I love you. Bye.